Yeah, yesterday we saw functions of 7 tissues, that is Rasa Dhatu, Rakta Dhatu, Mamsa Dhatu, Meda Dhatu, Ashti Dhatu, Maja Dhatu, Sukra Dhatu. And how these 7 tissues becomes food for the succeeding tissues. And also we saw that how Vriddhi and Kasha during the digestion takes place based on different kinds of substance qualities and functions. So we have Dravya Samanya, Guna Samanya, Karma Samanya, Dravya Vishesha, Guna Vishesha, and Karma Vishesha. Like one thing will actually either increases or decreases based on the activity or the food we intake. So, and also rasas we found we have 6 types of rasas in Ayurveda. That is Madhura Rasa, Amla Rasa, Lavana Rasa, Tikta Rasa, Ushna or Katu Rasa, or Kashaya Rasa. And also how one rasas will influence the 3 doshas, like Madhura, Amla, Lavana is Vatahara, but increases Kapha. Similarly, Tikta, Katu, Kashaya is Vatu, Vata, Vardaka, and Kafara rasas. Pitta, Hara rasas, Kashaya, Tikta, and Madhura, and Pitta Vardaka, that is Katu, Amla, and Lavana. And also how these rasas are influenced with the Panchama Bhutas. We have seen that. And yeah, how the foods that is sweet in taste actually reduces Vata, but Grita reduces Pitta, and similarly, wrong combinations like milk and fish, it actually increases dosha due to incompatibility. So, and what are the best food items that is mentioned is basically barley, wheat, sali, rice, milk, etc. suitable for positive health. Similarly, we saw about potency and also vipaka um, and also the gunas. So totally we have 41 gunas, artha, that is Indyartha, Guruvadi, Atma gunas, Paradi gunas. And also in the Guruvadi gunas, we saw how these 20 gunas are actually have opposites also. Like Guru heaviness, we have good lightness, dullness, opposites, sharpness. Similarly, we see all the remaining 10 and we saw how these factors like causative factors for the diseases like Hetu, Skanda, and the threefold causes what mentioned either as Hina Yoga, Mithya Yoga, and Hati Yoga. And the 3 skandhas, Hetu Skandha, causative factors are the reasons for the diseases. Linga Skandha, that is basically science and symptomology. Aushadha Skandha, that is drugs and treatments and knowledge of therapeutics. So we looked at the Hetu Skandha in detail, like based on the Kala, Hartha, and Karma. They are mentioned basically looking at the things of like Rupa and also Aushadha Skandha, how to Dosha Samana, we should do everything. And yeah. Indriya Artha, how to look at the sense organs like Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, and seeing unnatural objects, smelling unpleasant, seeing very bright objects, smelling powerful pungent smells, touching too much cold or hot substances, etc. And today we'll start with the page 18, basically on karma, activities of body, mind, and speech. So Sharnaji, do you want to start with reading page number 18?
Yes, I will. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Dhan Dhanvantriye Namaha. Karma, activities of body, mind, and speech. Hina Yoga, not doing any activity or doing very little of it physically, mentally, or vocally. Mithya Yoga, doing unusual activities like suppression of natural urges, falling from great heights, etc. Ati Yoga, indulging in activities more than usual like excessive exercises, coitus, riding, talking, thinking, etc. Disease and health. Disease is nothing but the vitiation of doshas, and their equilibrium state can be termed as health. Classification of disease according to the origin. According to the origin, diseases can be classified into 2 groups as under. Nija Roga, endogenous, Agantuja Rogas, which is exogenous. Rogas means in Nija Rogas, Due to the irregular dietics and activities, doshas get vitiated at first, and then signs and symptoms of diseases condition will be seen. Agantuja rogas. Whereas in Agantuja rogas, due to the abhighata accident, signs and symptoms of the diseases will be seen first, and then followed by the vitiation of doshas. Receptacles of diseases. Both the body and mind are the receptacles of the diseases. Okay. Sattva, rajas, and tamas are the qualities of manas, which is mind, and can be called as mahagunas. Out of the three gunas, sattva guna, being good, is conducive to health, but rajas and tamas are considered as the two doshas of mind, causes psychological disorders. Rogi roga pariksha. Patient has to be examined by the following methods: darshana pariksha, inspection; sparsha pariksha, palpitation; prashna pariksha, interrogation. I'll continue with the next page.
Yes.
And the disease can be diagnosed with the help of Nidana Panchaka. Nidana is causative factor. Prag or Purva Rupa is prodromal symptoms. Lakshana or Rupa is signs and symptoms. Upasya or Anupasya is therapeutic test. Samprapti is a pathogenesis. Types of desha and their relationship with dosha. Here, desha donates two meanings. Desha denotes two meanings, that is, bhumi, region, deha, human body. Jangala desha, anupa, and sadharana are the three types of region. In Jangala desha, Vata dosha is predominantly present, and in Anupa desha, Kapha dosha is predominant, whereas in Sadharana desha, normalcy doshas will be seen. Types of Kala. Kala means time is divided into two kinds. Kshanadi Kala, moment, second, minute, hour, etc. Vyadhyavasta Kala, 6 stages of the diseases, that is Satkriya Kalas. Types of therapies. Briefly saying, the therapies are of two types: Shodhana, elimination therapy; Samana, Samama, palliative measures. Shodhana, bringing normalcy of doshas by eliminating the vitiated doshas from the body with the help of 5 therapeutic procedures. Panchakarmas can be called as Shodhana therapy. Samana, to bring normalcy without eliminating the vitiated doshas, and simply by adopting the palliative measures, can be termed as Samana therapy. Out of these two types of treatments, Shodhana therapy is superior to Samana therapy because doshas do at times gets aggravated by adopting palliative measures, but there is no chances of relapsation by treating the vitiated doshas with sadhana therapy. Thank you. Do you want me to continue?
Suchitra ji, do you want to read the page number 18? Ramakrishna Raju, do you want to read page number 18?
Yeah, I can. I want to read it.
Yeah, please continue.
Okay. Karma, activities of body, mind, and speech. Hina yoga, not doing any activity or doing very little of it physically, mentally, or vocally. Mita yoga, doing unusual activities like suppression of natural urges, falling from great height, etc. Ati yoga, indulging in activities more than usual like excessive exercises, coitus, riding, talking, thinking, etc. This is health. This is nothing but the vitation of the doshas, and their equilibrium state can be termed as health. According to the origin, diseases can be classified into two groups as under Nijarogas, Agantuja rogas. Nijarogas endogenous, Agantuja rogas exogenous. Nijarogas. In Nijarogas, due to the irregular diet, dietetics and activities, doshas get vitiated at first, and then signs and symptoms of the disease condition will be seen. Agantuja roga. Whereas in Agantuja rogas, due to abhigata, accident, signs and symptoms of the disease will be seen first, and then followed the vitation of the doshas. Receptacles of diseases. Both the body and mind are the receptacles of the diseases. Sattva, rajas, and tamas are the qualities of manas, mind, and can be called as mahagunas. Out of the trigunas, sattva guna being good is conducive to health, but rajas and tamas are considered as the two doshas of the mind, causes the psychological disorders. Rogi roga pariksha. Patient is to be examined by the following methods. Darshana pariksha, which means inspection. Sparshana pariksha, which means palpitation. Prashna pariksha, which means interrogation. Page number 19. And the diseases can be diagnosed with the help of Nidana Panchaka. Nidana means causative factors. Prag or Purva Rupa. Prodromal symptoms. Lakshana or Rupa, signs and symptoms. Upasaya or Anupasaya, therapeutic test. Samprapti, pathogenesis. Types of dosha and their relationship with doshas. Is it type of desa or type of desa and their relationship with doshas? Here, desa denotes two meanings. For example, bhumi, region, deha, human body. Jangala desa, anupa, and sadarana are the three types of Sadharana are the three types of regions. In Jangala Desha, Vata dosha is predominantly present, and in Anupa Desha, Kapha dosha is predominant. Whereas in Sadharana Desha, normalcy of doshas will be seen. Types of Kala. Kala, time is divided into two kinds. Shanadi Kala, Shanadi Kala, moment, second, minute, hour, etc. Vyadavastha Kala, 6 stages of the disease. Vyadhyavastha Kala, 6 stages of the disease. Satkriya Kalas. Types of therapies. Briefly saying, the therapies are of 2 types. Sodhana, elimination therapy. The second one is Samama, palliative measures. Sodhana, bringing normalcy of doshas by eliminating the vitiated doshas from the body with the help of 5 therapeutic procedures. Panchakarmas can be called as Sodhana therapy. Samana, to bring normalcy without eliminating the vitiated doshas and simply by adopting the palliative measures can be termed as Samana therapy. Out of these 2 types of treatments, Sodhana therapy is superior to Samana therapy because doshas do at times get aggravated by adopting palliative measures, but there is no chance of relapsation by treating the vitiated doshas with Sodhana therapy.
Okay, thank you, Ramakrishna Raj. Amulya ji, do you want to read page number 20?
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay.
General line of treatment of psychosomatic disorders. Sharirajana doshanam kramena paramaushadam. Basti vireko vamanam tata tailam grutam madhu. So this verse represents an exposition of the general line of treatment for Sharirika and Manasika doshas. The best line of treatment for Vata, Pitta and Kapha is Vasti. That is medicated enema. Vireka, purgation therapy, and Vamana, that is emesis. And the best drugs of choice is Taila, Grita, and Madhu respectively. That is for Vata, it is Basti. For Pitta, it is Virechana. Then for Kapha, it is Vamana. And for Basti, Taila is the best drug of choice. For Virechana, Grita is the drug of choice, and for Vamana, Madhu is the best choice. That's what they meant to say. Then Dhi Dhairyatmadi Vignanam Manodosha Aushadam Param. So Dhi, that is discrimination, Dhairya, that is courage, and Atmadi Vignana, spiritual teachings, are the best medicines for psychological disorders or manasika doshas. Pada Chatushtaya, 4 limbs of the treatment. Bishak Dravyani Upastata, Rogi Pada Chatushtaya, Chikitsatasya Nirdishtam Pratyekam Tacha Turgunanam. So the 4 limbs of treatment are Bishak, that is the physician or the doctor, you can say. Then Dravya, that is the drugs or the medications. Then Upastata, that is the attendant. Then Rogi, the patient. Each has further 4 qualities, and these 4 limbs are responsible for cure of the diseases. So first coming to the qualities of ideal physician. So that is Bishak Gunas. Dakshaha Tirthat Shastrartho Drishtakarma Shuchir Bishak. So he should have these following qualities, that is possessing the professional efficiency. He should have the sound knowledge in the theory. He should have vast experience in the practical aspects, and having sanctity or purity in the acts of mind, body, and speech. These are the 4 qualities of physician. Qualities of an ideal drug, that is Dravya's ideal guna. So Bahukalpam Bahugunam Sampannam Yogyam Aushadam. That is, Bahukalpam means drug should be useful for to formulate various pharmaceuticals preparations. Means Bahukalpa. Bahukalpa means it should be useful to form in many preparations like Swarasa, Kalka, Churna, Kwata. These are the many forms of medicines in Ayurveda. So it should be useful to make like that. Then according to choice of the patient and to the need of the hour. Then Bahugunam. So Bahugunam means the drug should contain the highest number of qualities, that is Guruvadi Guna, so that same drug can be utilized in a number of disease conditions by altering Anupana. Then Sampannam, drugs should be potent and free from infection and moisture. Yogyam, and also suitable to the patient and diseases according to the region and season. Then qualities of an ideal attendant or upastata, what we spoke. Anuraktaha Shrutir Daksho Buddhiman Paricharakaha. Anurakta means he should be affectionate. He should have utmost affection and service motto towards the patient. Then Shuchi, purity and sanctity in all the aspects, meaning physical as well as psychological. Attendant should have the devotion and dedication towards the profession and should not consider any evil thoughts. Then Dakshata, attendant must be perfectly trained and should have the skill and knowledge of nursing. Then Buddhiman, so he should also have intelligence. Now coming to the fourth limb, that is Rogi, qualities of the ideal patient. Adio Rogi Bishagvashyo Jnapakaha Sattvavan api. So Adya means he should be wealthy, patient should be wealthy. Then only he is able to purchase the equipment and drugs required for the treatment. Bishakvashya means he should be obedient to the physician. He should follow all the instructions given by the doctor or physician. Then Jnapakaha. So patient should have memory to narrate the sequence of historical events pertaining to his ailments, which is essential for proper diagnosis and treatment. Sattvavan means strong will. Sattva means manas or mind. So Sattvavan means having very strong will power. Patients who are having strong power can tolerate miserable situations also. Then though the remaining limbs are equipped with all qualities, it is useless if physician is inefficient. But if the physician is efficient, he can manage the treatment even though the other limbs are not equipped with their full qualities. Hence, the physician occupies the most important position among the four limbs of the treatment by virtue of his knowledge, administrative position, and by prescribing capacities. Should I continue, sir?
Yeah, you can complete this.
Hello.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can complete this
fine,
page
sir.
and end. Yeah.
Just 1 minute, sir.
Okay.
Rogas classification now. Sadhya and Asadhya. That is, Sadhya means curable, Asadhya means incurable. These are the major type of the classification of any disease. So in further classification, they have told Sadhya into two types. That is Sukha Sadhya and Kricha Sadhya. If a disease is curable, whether it is easily curable, then it is under Sukha Sadhya. If it is difficult to cure, it is curable, but it is cured with great difficulty, then it will come under Kricha Sadhya. Then one more type, Asadhya, incurable. So it has two types of classification, Yapya and Anupakrama. Yapya means palliable, means only manageable. The disease cannot be completely cured, but it can only be managed. Anupakrama means absolutely irreversible, or we cannot treat the disease at all. Diseases are of two types. Yeah, further I have already told. Factors influencing good prognosis. So sarvaushadha kshame dehe yunaha pumso jitatmanaha amarmargo mago alpa hetva gra rupa rupo anupadravaha atulya dushya desha rutu prakritihi pada sampadi graheshu anuguneshu ekadosha marge navaha sukha. So body is capable of withstanding all the types of treatments. If the patient is young and male, having control over sense organs, not striking the vital organs, Causes premonitory symptoms and other signs and symptoms are mild and devoid of complications. Dosha, Dusha, Desha, Kala, Prakriti are all dissimilar. Fourfold therapeutic measures are available along with the beneficial planetary constellation. Then only one dosha is involved in pathogenesis of the diseases and manifested in one pathway. Recent onset, and so these are the factors influencing the good prognosis. Means these, if a disease is with this factors involved, then it is easy to be treated. So factors responsible for bad prognosis. So shastradi sadhanaha krichraha sankare cha tato gadaha. So the diseases which require more than one difficulty methods of treatment, like medicine, surgery, applications of kshara, agni, etc. Shastradi means that's what. So shastra, agni, kshara, then medicines, all these if required. Then long duration. If the disease is long, kruchra means chronic. Then having incurable symptoms. So this disease will be having very bad prognosis. Then palliable diseases. So palliable diseases means which can only be maintained. Sheshatva adi ayusho yapyaha patyabhyasa adi viparyaye. Yapya roga are possessing opposite features of easily curable diseases. So in this condition, the individual is surviving only due to length of his life, still only due to length of his life still exists, and also taking wholesome diet regularly.
Okay.
So next page.
Yeah, we'll read the same page again, starting from page number 20. Suchitra ji, do you want to read page number 20? Sharanya ji, do you want to read page number 20?
Yes, I will. General line of treatment for psychosomatic disorders. This verse represents an exposition of the general line of treatment for Sharirika and Manasika doshas. The best line of treatment for Vata, Pitta and Kapha is Vasti, which is medicated enema. Vireka, purgation therapy, and Vamana, emesis, and the best drug of choice is Thaila, sesame oil, Grata, ghee, and Madhu, honey, respectively. So, doshas, best Shodhana therapy, best Samana drug. For Vata, Vasti Karma using Taila. For Pitta doshas, Vireka is the Vireka is, for Kapha doshas, best Sodhana therapy is Vamana using Madhu. The or discrimination, dhairya, courage, and atmadi vignana, spiritual teachings are the best medicines for psychological disorders or manashika dosha. Pada Katustaya, 4 limbs of treatment. The 4 limbs of treatments are Bishak, the physician, Dravya, the drug, Upasthata, the attendant, Rogi, the patient. Each one has 4 qualities, and these 4 limbs are responsible for the cure of the disease. Qualities of an ideal physician: possessing the professional efficiency, having sound knowledge in the theory, vast experience in the practical aspects, and having sanctity or purity in the acts of mind, body, and speech are the 4 qualities of the physician. Qualities of the ideal drug. Bhukalpam. Drug should be useful to formulate various pharmaceutical preparations like swarsha, fresh juice of leaves, kalka, paste, churna, powder, kwatha, decoction, etc., according to the choice of the patient and the need of the hour. One second. Yeah. Bahugunam. Drug also should contain highest number of qualities, Guruvadi gunas, so that the same drug can be utilized in number of diseases conditions by altering the anupana. Sampannam. Drugs should be potent and free from infection and moisture. Yogyam. And also suitable to patient and diseases according to the region and season. Coming to the qualities of an ideal attendant. Anurakta, affection, suchi, purity, dakshata, skill, buddhiman. These are the 4 qualities. Let's go over one by one. Now coming to anukarta, anurakta, affection. Attendant should have utmost affection and service motto towards the patient. Suchi or purity. Purity or sanctity is all aspects means physical as well as psychological. Attendant should have the devotion and dedication towards the profession and should not consider any evil thoughts. Dakshata, skill. Attendant must be perfectly trained and should have skill and the knowledge of nursing. Buddhiman, and also must have intelligence. Qualities of an ideal patient. Adhya, wealthy. Gnapaka, memory. Sattvavan, strong will. These are the 3 qualities. Let's go over one by one. Adhya, wealthy. Patient must be wealthy. Then only he is able to purchase the equipments and the drugs required for the treatment. Basigwasya, obedient to the physician. Patient must be obedient and should follow the instructions of the physician. Gnapaka or memory. Patient should have memory to narrate the sequence of historical events pertaining to his ailments, which is essential for proper diagnosis and treatment. Sattvavan or strong will. Sattva means manas or mind. Sattvavan means having strong willpower. Patient who are having strong willpower can tolerate miserable situations also. Though the remaining limbs are equipped with all qualities, it is useless if the physician is inefficient. But if the physician is efficient, he can manage the treatment even though the other limbs are not equipped with their full qualities. Hence, the physician occupies the most important position among the 4 limbs of the treatment by virtue of his knowledge, administrative position, and by prescribing capacity. Coming to the types of doshas. So, roga or diseases can be majorly classified into sadhya, which is curable, or asadhya, which is incurable. Sadhya, curable disease, can be further classified into sukha sadhya and krachra sadhya, which is easily curable or curable with difficulty. Asadhya or incurable diseases can also be classified into 2 types, which is yapya or anupakarma, which is palliable or absolutely irreversible. Diseases are of 2 types, are curable and incurable. Curable diseases are again classified into two types, that is easily curable and curable with difficulty. Similarly, incurable diseases are also of two types, palliable and absolutely irreversible. Factors influencing good prognosis. Body is capable of withstanding all types of treatments. If the patient is young and male, having control over the sense organs, not striking the vital organs, causes premonitory symptoms. Other signs and symptoms are mild and devoid of any complications. Dosha, Dushya, Desha, Kala, and Prakriti are all dissimilar. Fourfold therapeutic measures are available along with beneficial planetary constellations. Only one dosha is involved in pathogenesis of diseases and manifested in one pathway. Recent onset, etc., are the factors influencing the good prognosis. Coming to the factors responsible for bad prognosis. Diseases which require more than one difficult method of treatment, like medicine, surgery, applications of alkalines, and cauterization. Long duration, chronicity, having incurable symptoms. These are the factors responsible for bad prognosis. Coming to the palliable diseases. Yapya Roga are possessing opposite features of easily curable diseases. In this condition, the individual is surviving only due to the length of his life. Still, a life still exists, and also taking wholesome diet,